Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. I feel like it has been so long since I've sat down to record with you guys. I haven't posted a video in over a week and I have a very good excuse for this. I do not have actual central air in my house. So when it is above 80 degrees and humid outside, holy shit, can you feel it in the house that I'm in? My beauty room actually faces the side of the house where the sun just beats on. And I get so hot that I'm literally visibly sweating on camera. And I don't think anyone wants to see that. So it has finally cooled down the past couple of days. This room is actually a lot cooler to the point where I feel comfortable wearing something like this. And I feel a little bit better sitting down and recording a video for you guys. I've got a couple of new things that I want to share with you. Some stuff that I've been kind of using a bit, testing out. Just a few little new tidbits for you. So the first and foremost, most important item I would say in this review is the new Too Faced Do You foundation. This is supposed to be a full coverage, fresh glow foundation infused with juicy watermelon and fresh cucumber. I have mine in the shade Golden Beige. It says this is supposed to be long wearing, give you a dewy finish. It's supposed to be super hydrating and it is brightening. You get 1.35 fluid ounces. I believe that this is available exclusively, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, in Ulta stores, and then obviously you can get this on Too Faced's website directly. So there are the deets on that. We're also going to be talking about a couple of new tools. Juno & Co. was actually very nice and sent these two items to me. I'm sure that you guys have heard about this. This is the Microfiber Velvet Sponge. This is $6. I have been kind of playing around with this one. They also sent me their ES10. This is one of their kabuki brushes. So super awesome. This retails for like $3. So we are going to be playing with these as well, so you can kind of see how they work on camera. In typical Crystal K beauty fashion, when I test out a foundation, I do one half of my face with a brush and the other half with the sponge. And yay, we've got a new brush and a new sponge to play with, along with our new foundation. So let's just go ahead. I'm going to zoom you guys in. You guys always request that when I test out these types of face products, you want me to zoom in. So come a little closer so we can kind of see how this stuff performs. All right, now that you're zoomed in on my mug, please excuse my blemishes. My skin has been going through something, you guys. I'm finally getting it to settle down, but it's been a struggle. The struggle is real. When the weather changes, your girl can feel it. So the Do You foundation does have a pump on it like this. One thing I do want to comment on is the shades. I find with Too Faced, I always have a problem with the shade range, like their undertones. Like there's not like a light medium with a golden undertone. I always have to end up mixing shades. Like the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealers, I have to use Golden Beige and Vanilla to kind of mix them together to make sure I have like that perfect match. I do have a little bit of a tan right now, so the Golden Beige on its own should be okay. Here's just an idea of what the consistency looks like. Let's just start off with this side of the face. We will use the ES10 Buki brush from Juno & Co. I'm just gonna go ahead and dot this on the skin. If you guys remember what Bubblicious gum is, if you remember the watermelon flavor, this smells exactly like that gum to a T. God, I used to love that stuff when I was a kid. Like, oh my God, does it smell like that? I don't pick up too much of the cucumber, but I definitely get the watermelon. So let's just go ahead and blend this out. Now I have used this brush before. I do always use my foundation brushes wet, so it does shear things out just a little bit. It's just a little bit more friendly on my dry skin. So we may have to layer this a bit. We might be taking away a little bit from its full coverage abilities. That's all right. We will see how it works. I do have to say I really like this brush. I like that the synthetic bristles are very kind of flimsy and it makes for beautiful blending. I have honestly been reaching for this brush almost more than anything else, and that's tough to say against my 957 Kabuki from Delium Tools. As you can see, that blended out my foundation with little to no effort. This is a perfect time to see how this wears. So I did do one pump. We'll do another one and see how this, did I say wears? I meant layers. If you're sensitive to fragrance, this is one to maybe avoid, I would say, because it is pretty heavily fragranced. I am noticing that it is oxidizing just a little, if you guys can't tell already. It's a little bit reading kind of orangey on my skin tone. The Born This Way multi-use sculpting, whatever those things are called, that concealer that I am obsessed with, doesn't seem to do that to me. This is just a tiny bit of oxidation, but that's all right. I can live with it. Probably wouldn't be able to pull off this shade in the winter though when I get my winter white going. All right, so this actually layers quite nice. I do like the texture on the skin. I feel like that it absorbs nicely. It doesn't look like it's sitting on top of my skin at all. It does look nice and dewy and hydrating without looking too heavy or too oily. Now, I would say that if you used a more densely packed kabuki brush, like my favorite, if I can find it in here, I can't find it right now, but my 957 Precision Kabuki from Delium Tools, like that more of a densely packed brush, and you use like a stippling motion, you're probably going to get a lot more coverage out of it with that one pump. So let's just move on to the other side of the face. I'm going to use this Velvet Microfiber Sponge from Juno & Co. and see how that works. We'll start with one pump. Typically I like to work from the center of my face, but whatever. Now, I have tried this sponge before. I just wanted to see how it works with this foundation because I've only used it with kind of like using a concealer as foundation. I have to say, you guys, this guy is pretty unique. You can use this sponge wet or dry. It has the microfiber technology to it, so if you use it dry, you can actually use it to blend out like powder products. And then you can get it wet to just use it for foundation. It says you can even use it dry for foundation. I personally wouldn't do that, but yeah, you can do that. That is the option. But I feel like I really like the way that it makes my makeup look. It looks like almost very airbrushed. One downside is I feel like it kind of picks up a lot of the product, as you can see, like the areas that it sticks in. But still, like I got quite a bit of coverage out of it just by using the sponge. I'm probably not going to do check-ins, you guys, but I will update you in the description box and I will pin a comment down below letting you know how this wears because I will be wearing this to work today, so hopefully it doesn't oxidize too much more, but there definitely is some oxidation, so be aware of that when you purchase it. You may want to step up like half a shade or a shade lighter if foundation tends to oxidize. Oxidization really depends on your skin type. If you tend to be oily, if you heavily moisturize, it's kind of like your skin's pH will actually change how a foundation will actually sit on the skin and if it will oxidize or not. So that's just something to think about. Let's go ahead and put on some concealer to see how that sits on top. I'm going to take my multi-use sculpting concealer in the shade Vanilla. I cannot get enough of this concealer. I'm going to take the end of this sponge and just work it up to the eye to cover up some dark circles and to brighten it up because this did oxidize on me. And I just bring it right onto my lid, prep everything up for shadow. As you can see, you guys, this sponge is just so cool. It is a bit more firm than a beauty blender. So if you don't like a firmer sponge, you might not like this, but there's something about the technology, the microfiber, that just makes it so effortless and makes your makeup just smooth right out. All right, so we have concealer on, layered on top of it like a gem. So far, I'm still liking how this is sitting on the skin. I feel like the more that I wear it, the more that it really starts to sink in and looks very beautiful on the skin. My only beef is, would I call this full coverage? Probably not. You can layer it up to a very, very full medium type coverage, I would say, but it's not gonna give you like a Huda Beauty Faux Filter foundation or like a Born This Way foundation. I feel like those are more full coverage than this, personally, just from using this. So what I'm gonna do, you guys, I'm gonna hop off camera here quickly. I'm just gonna put on a little bit more makeup, finish this up, and then I'll be right back with my final verdict on this foundation. All right, you guys, so I have completed the rest of my makeup. I did leave the camera zoomed in so you could just kind of get like a final look on how this is sitting on my face. Please ignore my brows and please ignore my eyeliner because I'm playing with a new liner and it was kind of, what do I like to say now? Dog shit. So please be nice to me there. And my brows are just, I need a new brow routine. Sidetrack moment here. If you have a brow product that you are obsessed with, leave it in the comments down below because my brow routine needs a pick-me-up and this is just not working anymore. So yes, here is what the foundation looks like on the face with highlighter, blush, bronzer, setting spray, all that good stuff, just to kind of give you guys an idea of how it looks. So there you have it, the new Too Faced Do You Full Coverage Fresh Glow Foundation. I do have some thoughts about this. Is this a groundbreaking, revolutionary product? No. Is this something that I think that you need to run out and grab? No. Unless you just really love Too Faced and you want this collection and you want to collect things and you just love having different types of foundations, sure, I get it. My needs are going to be very, very different than yours. My wants will be different as yours, etc., and so forth and so forth. You get the drift. I think that this product right here, the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealers, are a better product. I think that the Born This Way foundation is a better product, where the Born This Way foundation isn't necessarily dewy, but it still gives you kind of like that natural finish. Do I find this to be extremely dewy? No. Maybe the more that I wear it throughout the day, makeup sometimes does get better after you have it on for that first hour. I shouldn't even say sometimes. I think that that's like 90% of the time. The first 30 minutes to 60 minutes of wearing a product, I feel like it really starts to shine and really give you a good example of how it's going to perform. Again, I just don't really see myself reaching for this over this product, or even some of the other foundations that I have. The NARS Natural Radiant Foundation Longwear is way more full coverage. It's extremely radiant. You can see that I've used quite a bit of this stuff. This is probably my all-time favorite dewy foundation right here. So I think if you're looking for some of that, I would recommend this over this product. I'm just not wowed by it. And also, as far as the shade range goes, like the undertones, I just feel like there's some work to be done there. It's just not enough. It smells great. The packaging is adorable. It's just not enough for me to be like, yes, if you're looking for a foundation, then you need to have this product. I just can't do that with that. As far as the sponge and the brush go, if you are on a budget and you're looking for a sponge, man, this guy is awesome. I have been playing with this. I have washed it several times. It's not cracking or breaking, and it works like magic. I haven't used it with, ew, I have lip gloss in the corner of my mouth. I haven't used it with dry products, but I think that might actually be pretty cool, like with setting powder or something like that. The Juno & Co., this is the ES10. This is one of their Buki brushes. I think this is a fantastic option if you are more of a natural girl. If you want more of like a sheared out finish, more of like a light medium coverage, this is for you. I love using this for everyday makeup when I'm getting ready for work. It just gives me more of like that natural finish to my face without looking too heavy. I just love the way that it just puts product on my face as far as cream product goes. Again, you can get these on the Juno & Co. website. I will link that down below. They have a ton of different products. This is not sponsored by any means. They did not require me to talk about these items. They just sent them to me to try out. So I thank them for that. But if you were interested at all, I don't get commission or anything like that. There's no affiliate link. Check it out in the description box below because they've got some other brushes. They sell some other brand names as well. They do have a full line of these if you're looking for something very affordable and that performs well. Leave me a comment down below if you've tried this foundation or anything else from the Tutti Frutti line. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. What is your holy grail foundation, concealer? Maybe I will try those out as well. I'm going to be testing out the Jeffree Star Liquid Frost, which I am so excited for that. I cannot wait. I finally got my shipping notice today. I got mine in the shade Canary Bling, so be on the lookout for that. I did also order Jaclyn's entire brush set, and that is supposed to be here on Friday. I do have a couple Morphe brushes that I love just sitting right in front of me here. You guys know I love this giant brush. I want to thank you guys so freaking much for watching my video today. I want to thank you so much for subscribing if you do. If you haven't already, you're already here, you're watching this, why not? I have over 100 different videos to satisfy your needs if you want to be on YouTube and get your fix of beauty videos. I test all types of things out here on my channel. I do chatty get readies with me. But yeah, and then be sure to give this video a huge thumbs up if you liked it. Share it, and of course hit that bell button so you get notifications when I upload. I love you guys so much. If I could reach through the screen and give you all a giant hug, I totally would, because your support means the world to me. I appreciate all of your feedback. It's amazing. I love this channel that I've built up in the community and some of my ride or die subscribers. So shout out to you guys. Again, thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.